Types. All values in Python have a type. The 5 basic types are integer, float, string, booleans, and none. There are many other types you will learn about. Basically, types are a way to group values based on how related they are. Text is very different from numbers, so there are different types for text and numbers. There are also different types of numbers, though, and other types too. Types control what you can and cannot do with things. We know that a number is a number because we can add it to another number, or subtract it, or multiply it. We can add 2 strings together, but we cannot subtract them. This is one reason why a string and a number are different. So another way of thinking about types is that they are a set of rules for what you can and cannot do with values. Integer types are whole numbers. They include both negative and positive numbers, so there are a lot of them. Integer is often shortened to int for convenience. When numbers have decimals, we call them float types. The decimal is what distinguishes floats and integers. Remember, if a number has a period in it, then it is a float. Even if a number seems to be a whole number, Python will consider the number to be a float as long as it has a decimal somewhere in the number. Textual data is represented using string values. The tricky thing about strings is that anything can be stored as a string. The only thing that makes it a string is the quotes. A special case is the empty string, which is a pair of quotes with nothing inside. String is often shorted to str for convenience. Surprisingly often in programming, we are faced with yes or no values. These 2 values are referred to as Boolean values. Specifically, we have a true and a false value. Note that the T and F are capitalized, and there are no quotes around the words. Booleans are different from strings. Boolean is often shortened to bool for convenience. Sometimes, you need to represent the absence of value, which we call none. The none type is a special type that has only one value. The none type can be hard to wrap your head around, so we'll save that one for later. For now, just remember that it has a capital N, and no quotes.